Hi everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. So today I'm going to recreate my vintage library. This is from Stamperia, the die cuts and the tissue paper. The box was from Hobby Lobby and it's 7 7/8, I believe, and 7 7/8. It had a piece of hardware like this up here that I just had to unscrew. All right, and the only extras I think are this little journal and this right here. So anyhow, I like to say that I prepped the box yesterday, but I made a mistake. I think I was supposed to put the crackle paste down first. So you can use any crackle paste or you can skip this step. This is Stamperia's. What I did was I painted the whole box first, which was wrong, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to do that now. And the three colors I'm using are gold sand, powder blue, and cookie. All right, so the back is pretty done because I didn't put crackle paste on there, although it's stuck to this paper a little bit. So the first layer I'm going to put on is this, and I'm just going to coat the whole thing with the gold sand. So I need a lot of that. And actually, let me stick that over here because I'm right-handed. So I'm just going to come through. So what the crackle paste did do was give it a nice texture, which I like on the bottom. I put it on with one of those little foam brushes, you know, with the gray foam. Do I have one here? I don't see one, but it says to use a palette knife. You can use whatever you want, honestly. So I'm just gonna come through. See how it left nice, very nice ridges and all, which is what I want. I want it to look old. I don't want it super smooth, but if yours is super smooth, it is absolutely fine. So I'm just gonna come along and do a real quick paint in here. So part one is going to be this, preparing the box, and part two will be decorating. Now, when I took this course, a lot of people had made their boxes out of different materials, honestly. I want to say like a paper mache, or you just want to make sure you have some depth, and you want a ledge here so that you can attach some decorations. So that's all you need to watch out for. The project. And I don't even care if this is really solidly painted on, because I'm going to be covering most of this inside. Oh, kitten little. If you hear that noise, it's my cat on my ironing board scratching himself. He's got an itch. All right. So yeah, I had recorded this all yesterday, and when I went to put the crackle paste on, I realized it wasn't clear, and I'm like, yeah, all this is wrong. Oh well. No harm done. I have enough paint so I can come along and just redo it. should do it. Hope everybody's well. I have to run out today to my daughter's wedding venue, which is a restaurant, for a couple hours, but I thought I'd get this first step in and then I'll let it sit and dry, and then I'll come back and put the tissue paper or the rice paper on, and that'll be part one. I like how the crackle paste did. I don't feel like it crackled, but it did leave a texture to it. All right, so I'm going to go light to dark. So I'm going to use Cookie next, which matched my shirt yesterday. Not today. So I was out driving yesterday when we had the earthquake here. So I'm almost going to come through and dry brush this. I don't want a lot of paint on it. And I could have taken this off to my hair dryer and dried it, but I think it's going to be okay. As long as it doesn't all turn to mush. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you mix colors, I don't want to end up with gray, like mud. But I do want it kind of, I should have done it even a little drier than that. Yeah, more like this. So yeah, I was driving and didn't feel the earthquake. I was getting immediately all kinds of text messages from my kids, or at least two of my kids, because my daughter that lives in Philly said it felt like her house was coming down. So she had it pretty bad. And then my son, who lives, you know, less than 5 minutes from here, said it was pretty intense at their house too. But like I said, I was driving to a dress fitting, so I missed it, and I'm a little disappointed if I'm going to be honest. I felt the one in, what was it, 2011 they said, which makes sense because I was lifeguarding at the time. I was an old lifeguard at a pool at an apartment complex, and it was so weird because everything just like it looked like everything just wave. It was like a wave. It was weird, but thankfully there was no damage, and that's why I said I'm disappointed that I missed it, because it wasn't catastrophic or anything. From what I've heard, there's no damage anywhere, and yeah, so that's that. I haven't felt any aftershocks, but sun was out earlier. Now it's in again. We have had a week of horrible weather. So my teacher friends were on spring break, and it did nothing but rain. I feel badly for them, because I would have been so looking forward to that week. So this is kind of the effect I want, right? Like this. Yep, this looks good. It actually looks a little lighter. I'll show you next to my other one in a second. So if I'm just looking at the edge, I have a lot more blue on it. So maybe I'll just add a little more here. I mean, each one's going to be different, no doubt. Trying to get that so you can see. see in there. The wind is whipping up out there. I can hear it and obviously see it out my window. All right, I'm gonna just do the outside edge. Where's my color? There is my color. So let's see, what else has been going on? The night before, when was it? Thursday night, my youngest son and I went into Philly and saw a candlelight. It's a quartet and it's done dark in candlelight. And a couple of years ago, I went to one at the aquarium, which was really cool because the shark tank and all was behind you. And they did Disney tunes, which was a lot of fun. But it was the same people, even though I know there's different people that do it. Oh, I missed this one with the brown. I'll have to go back and add that. But anyhow, this time, so there's no singing or anything. It's just a quartet, cello and a couple violins, I believe. And yeah, they did Coldplay. It was really nice. Super nice. Coming home, there was a ton of traffic though, because a road over in here in Jersey was closed for a couple hours. So this part you're not going to see, so I'm really not worried about it. Let me get some of this brown on this one. I guess I need a little more. So that was fun. Yeah, so I feel like I've been in Philadelphia a lot lately. And then I'm heading over there in probably an hour, less than an hour. I have to go, I just got a shower. I have to go do my hair and get dressed. All right. I don't know if that looks old. I like that side. This side looks a little too... It almost looked like you could see my brush strokes evenly. Yeah, I'm going to let this dry and come back and take a look at it with a fresh eye. Sometimes that's a good idea. Then I'm going to put the rice paper on, and that'll be it for the box prep. And then the fun part begins, right? So this is all going to be covered with rice paper, and I don't have a lot left from the first time when I did it. I did buy a new pack of cutouts, die cuts, but I didn't buy more rice paper. At least I don't think I did. So anyhow, this is it, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so this is dry. I pulled out my die cuts. I'm not going to use them right now because I want to, oh, they're falling out of the envelope. I want to put the rice paper down. Now, I didn't order a second pack of this. Well, this pack came with the kit when I learned how to do this. So I'm going to have to just use with what I have left, which that one would probably be okay. Let me just pull out possibilities here. Oh, not much. Not much at all. This I don't think I'll go. So I think I'm going to use, I didn't want to use the bookshelf because I'm going to put the bookshelf in here. So I guess I'm going to have to use these 3 here. I can put that one behind here. I can use this one here, and then I rip these 2, I believe. All right, that's my plan, and I'm gonna stick to it. So what you wanna do is you don't want these solid edges. You want to rip a little bit off. So when you put it down, it doesn't look, you know, so rigid. So I'm just gonna do this and this. I don't know what that is there. So that's gonna go here. Or maybe that's gonna go on the bottom. All right, I'm gonna put this. Yeah, so you're gonna see this the most. So I think I'm gonna put the blue on the left-hand side. Decisions, right? If I ever wanted to make another one, I'd have to get more rice paper for sure. And it has fibers in it, so sometimes it's hard to rip it. But that'll go okay there. And then this one, I'm gonna put is there such thing as upside down damask? I think there is, but these kind of go both ways, so I'm just gonna do this way, which I really didn't want to rip off this brown edge, but that's the way I see it happening. All right, so what I want to get out is my collage medium. Where did I put it? Or I can use texture paste opaque matte. What is this? Oh, I know what that is. What is this? Rice paper glue. I'll just use that. You can use matte medium. Use whatever you want, whatever you have. I guess you could even water down some regular. Did I use this? Yeah, I guess I did. Do I need to stir it? Let's give that a little bit of a stir there. All right, so I'm just gonna glue this whole bottom part. So we met with the venue, and that was fun. Everything is set. I mean, they have to do their tasting and they get to pick out all the food. So they're excited about that. That's in another like week or so. I'm staying out of it. It's their wedding. And this venue is notorious for delicious food. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's pretty much the whole reason. Well, it's pretty too, but it's one of the main reasons they picked this venue. Was the food. All right, and then this is going on here. Line that paper up in the corner. Now you're definitely going to see this line more because my paper last time was a little more similar in color, at least. And then we do have some of this from the last time. It's really not big enough. So let me just cut this in half, stick it down in the corner here, and goop it on there. I feel like I'm breathing heavy. I just clean litter boxes. Of course, that's not super fun, but had to be done. And I think I'm going to put a little piece here because honestly, this is going to get covered anyway. With the bookcase, with that. At least I think there's a bookcase in here. Yeah, there's a bookcase in there. Alrighty, so that's the new and improved. I wouldn't say it's improved, but you know what? I may stick this down here. I know it's probably overkill, but it's just fine. All right, so that's that, and that needs to sit definitely for a couple hours, if not overnight. Let me get my rag here and clean that off. Otherwise, I'll never be able to get back in this jar if all that dries around the edge. So, all right, so that's part one. And part two is going to be, well, I can do this part beforehand, picking out a lot of the pieces I want to use. And yeah, what is this one? I don't remember this. Oh, bookshop. Wow, I could have made a shop. All right, so that's that. And I hope you enjoyed this process video. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of some of that on there and throw it in my rice paper glue. All right, guys, thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time where we decorate. And I'm looking forward to that part because that is definitely the fun part. All right, have a good day.